Shaylee Muckleroy from West Branch joining us. Shaylee, thank you so much for taking the time today.
You're welcome.
Shaylee, you led the way for the Warriors, shooting a 94 in that sectional, being able to advance to the district for your third consecutive time. So far, what's your career like been at West Branch, being able to play in the district 3 consecutive years from a freshman now to a junior?
It's pretty cool because like the first 2 years it was just um, me and my coach, and then now I'm going as a team, and I think that's pretty cool and it's very meaningful.
So you've been able to see the growth of this program firsthand and see more and more people get interested in it. And now, like you said, you can bring a team with you. From your perspective, what's gone into that, and how cool has it been to kind of see the interest in golf from the girls' side raise in West Branch?
It's very cool because golf is such like an underrated sport, and it's just something that I've been playing like since I was 8. So it's cool seeing it grow and seeing my team grow, and yeah.
Overall, you beat the field top four, over 20 teams that were in the sectional, and your team did it with 4 golfers. So kind of talk about that a little bit, the strength of that 4 core.
Yeah, we didn't have our number 2 player, and she is like my one of my best friends, and it's like so cool that we got to go with only 4 of us, and like we're a very young team too.
What does it say about the resiliency? I mean, you go into that meet without your number two, and you're still able to work together as a team and find a way to punch a ticket. So, what did it mean as a group to be able to just kind of come together and still accomplish that goal?
Well, I remember telling them in the van before we went, like, let's do this for Lachlan because it's her last year and she couldn't play at sectionals. So we were like, let's do this for Lachlan so it wasn't her last match. And that's what we did.
You had a really impressive front nine, being able to finish top 10 overall in that field in the sectional. Now going over to Pine Lakes up in Hubbard, that's kind of far away from West Branch. Is that a course that you've seen before, maybe in the past, that you were able to adjust to and come out and play a really good front nine?
Yeah, we played there my freshman year for sectionals, and then I practiced there before the match. And yeah, I've seen it before.
What was the most difficult thing about that course? What kind of challenges did it present to you?
Definitely like the woods and the like water, but yeah.
Now, when you talk about playing with the woods and water, are you more of an aggressive player where you're willing to take that risk and try and get over that lake in 2 shots, or are you more conservative where you like to lay up and then get on the green in regulation?
I like to take risks a lot. I mean, sometimes it's not a great idea, but I like to think that I can try to go for things.
Shaylee is like, risk it for the biscuit, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
3 straight trips to district. So it's hard to imagine you getting better and better every year. What kind of things do you think you've grown in and gotten better at over the last 3 seasons?
Definitely my mental part of my game, because I know that like my freshman year, I was always so scared to go up to the tee box, but now it's just like it's so easy. It's like I don't feel anything when I'm going up now.
Is your driver your go-to club now, or what's
Yeah.
that go-to club you got?
Definitely my driver.
What do you think is the best part of your game? If you had to pick one asset of the golf game, what's your go-to spot?
My driving or my short chips, like really short.
You're one of the leaders on this team, obviously finishing first in your group and making it to the district for the third consecutive year as a junior. What are some things you do during the week to prepare you for that match in the sectional? Like, what is your week-to-week schedule?
So me and my grandma sometimes go out and practice at Westville or go to the next course that we're going to be playing, and we take it seriously. And I like to try to beat her, and she likes to try to beat me. So we have a lot of competition, and I think that's what helps to go into the next matches.
Competition between you and Grandma. See who wins more than not in that competition.
Probably me.
I love it.
What is she shooting?
Like I mean, we shoot about the same, but
Pretty good.
Except you win.
yeah, sometimes.
So when you look at this team overall, I mean, we talked about it being without your number two, and now you go to a bigger and better field in the district, and a course that is up in the Cuyahoga area. What are you preparing for in this district tournament?
So I've never played there before, and neither has my team. So we're gonna go up today actually in practice, and I'm gonna be taking lots of notes. I'm preparing for the greens to be like crazy, but I'm gonna take lots of notes and then study them for tomorrow.
All right. So when you think about the weather turning a little bit, we're getting more and more into October, which means more chances of cold, rain, wind, that fall weather. What is the one element that you're just desperately hoping doesn't pop up when you go to districts? Like, what's the worst element to golf in for you?
Definitely rain, but oh well, no, actually wind because whenever I hit it and then it just dies the ball so down so much, and it sucks because I just you want it to go on the green and then you even club up and then it still is short. But I think that's the most frustrating thing.
Now, how have you kind of prepared for that? What do you do when it's a windy day? Do you hit a lot of stingers, trying to keep it low away from the wind? I mean, what's the preparation for you when you kind of have some adverse conditions on the course?
Well, in my swing, my irons are normally very high, so it's very hard for me to play in the wind because I I try to hit like low, but sometimes that doesn't work, so I do club up like at least two because I really want it to get on the green.
What is your favorite golf course that you've ever played at?
Um, Old Dutch Mill. That's
All
my
right.
favorite course.
What about a course that you haven't been able to play yet, but is kind of like on your list or on your bucket list of courses to play before you hang up the cleats?
Probably Twin Springs because we didn't get to play there this year, and I've never played there.
Okay, and we move on. What's one thing for you personally that you want to accomplish come the district? This is your third time around, so you've already played it twice. What are some things you want to improve on the third time around?
I want to get my score down so I can go to state this year.
I think state might be on that bucket list of courses that you want to play
Definitely.
down there at the Scarlet Course at Ohio State. What would that mean to you if you were able to qualify for a trip down there?
It would mean a lot because no one at West Branch, a girl, has ever gone to state for golf. So I would like to make that history.
When you think about some of your keys or some of the things that you know that you have to do in this course to do that, what are some things that you're really focused on and saying, I have to do this well in order to get myself in a position to go to state?
I think I really have to get my putting down and not miss little short putts that I sometimes do.
When you look at the district coming up, it's a one-day event. So you shoot a front, you shoot a back, and you're done. How much pressure is there on each hole to shoot a good score? Because in a game of golf and a round, you have one bad hole, and it could kind of wreck your entire day. So how much pressure do you take on that one certain hole, and going from hole one to hole nine?
There's a lot of pressure because sometimes it's hard to recover back from a bad hole, especially for me. I know my mental game needs a little work, but for sure, there's a lot of pressure because I don't want the season to end, and golf season is so short, and I just want to continue so badly.
All right. Before we let you go, I want to know who are your role models that you have and who are some of the people that you lean on for inspiration throughout your career?
Um, Definitely my grandma. She's brought me into golf. She introduced it to me, and my older friend Lachlan. I look up to her a lot, and she's the number 2 player on our team.
Awesome. I
Like,
mean,
I felt like grandma was going to get a shout out. I
yeah.
felt like that was coming. Shaylee, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Good luck in districts, and we look forward to talking to you again real soon.
Thank you.